you gotta go to work, right? You're laying there, you're like, do I have time? I got 8 minutes to rub one out. But you can, so you end up having to go to work, but you do that thing where you make a little appointment with yourself, you know? You're like, tonight. All day at work, people are like, hey, do you have any plans later? You're like, I'm tossing something around. You get ready in the morning. Girls, I'm sure you put your vibrator in a little cozy next to the bed, right? Put a little rose. Bye, rabbit. See you tonight. I know about the rabbit. I know about the rabbit. It's adorable. Yeah, it's a little pocket size. Unless you're a big girl, then it's the Falcon 5000. Yeah, it's got a tongue switch. It's got moose antlers at the tip. Comes with a sidecar, a helmet, and a will. eBay. It's on there. As a guy, I'm proud to say, not embarrassed, that I've masturbated everywhere in my apartment. I've got a little story. Yeah, I'm like the Magellan of masturbating. I've just traveled all over my place. There was only one place that, and again, we're sharing certain things tonight. There was only one place that I never pleasured myself, and I finally did it recently, and it was on top of the fridge. I'd look up there sometimes and be like, before I'm too old to get up there, I gotta do it. And then finally I was like, fuck it, I took off all my clothes, I climbed on top of the fridge. I curled up like a little bobcat, and I was just, I was so happy, man. I was just up there smiling. I love heights, so I was looking around and just, my dog staring up at me like proud, Hi, what's Daddy doing? Oh, it's just a wonderful moment. But actually, I had a couple of things happen. I learned some lessons. I learned some very valuable lessons while pleasuring myself on top of the fridge. First thing I learned, very dusty up there. I should definitely maintain the clean. Also, I had Fruit Loops stuck to my bag, and that was very uncomfortable. Which is so weird. How did those get out? I've never poured a bowl of Fruit Loops on top of the fucking fridge. So that's just odd. But I tell you all of this because, as a guy, there's always that couple of times a year, too, where it's like, it's not even pleasurable, right? You know those 2 times a year guys where you're just like, I gotta get this out. It's just something different, right? You don't even lay down, you just stand somewhere by yourself, just waning back and forth, right? Sweating like Fergie's vagina, right? Right? Just mumbling and saying weird shit to yourself. I'm quoting Harrison Ford from Air Force One. I'm like, get off my plane.